You only lose what you cling to, said the Buddha. But let's be honest, letting go is easier said than done. Why is it so hard to release what's hurting us even when we know it's for the best? Today, let's explore the art of letting go, why it matters, how it transforms us, and the surprising science behind it. A man is gripping a burning rope. He knows it's hurting him, but he holds on, convinced he can salvage something. This is how many of us live. We cling to toxic relationships, past failures, or even outdated beliefs, hoping they'll serve us someday. Psychologists call this loss aversion. The fear of losing what we already have, even when holding on causes pain. It's the same reason we stay in jobs that drain us or dwell on memories we can't change. Our brains are wired to resist letting go because it feels like failure. But what if letting go isn't losing? What if it's gaining freedom? In 2010, Jim Carrey shared a story about his father, a man who could have been a great comedian but chose a safe job as an accountant. Years later, his father was laid off. Carrey reflected, "You can fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance on doing what you love." This story isn't just about career choices. It's about releasing fear. Letting go of the need for certainty allowed Carrey to embrace his potential, and it's a lesson for all of us. When we release what doesn't serve us, we make room for growth, creativity, and peace. Studies show that holding on to grudges or regrets activates the brain's stress centers, flooding us with cortisol. Over time, this can lead to anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems. But when we practice letting go through forgiveness, mindfulness, or acceptance, the brain rewires itself. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thinking, strengthens, while stress responses diminish. It's not just emotional freedom, it's physiological healing. So, how do we actually let go? It's not as simple as flipping a switch, but here are 3 proven techniques. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents something you're holding onto: resentment, guilt, or fear. Now ask yourself, what happens if you set it down? The weight lifts instantly. Reframing your struggles as opportunities to grow helps you release the emotional rocks. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" try, "What can I learn from this?" Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison, yet he famously forgave his captors. Why? Because holding on to anger would have kept him imprisoned long after his release. Forgiveness isn't about excusing others. It's about freeing yourself. Start small. Write a letter you never send, or simply acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Forgiveness takes time, but each step lightens the load. One of the hardest things to let go of is control. But here's the truth. Control is an illusion. Life is unpredictable, and that's okay. Instead of resisting change, learn to flow with it. Practices like mindfulness or meditation can help you stay present and calm amid chaos. Here's the beautiful irony. Letting go doesn't mean losing. It means finding. It's about finding peace in the present, finding strength in uncertainty, and finding space for what truly matters. Take the story of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor who lost everything: his family, his freedom, even his dignity. Yet, in the depths of suffering, he discovered meaning. He wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Frankl's journey teaches us that even in the face of unimaginable loss, letting go of control and embracing inner freedom can lead to profound strength. So, ask yourself, What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? Is it a relationship, a fear, a grudge? Whatever it is, remember, you have the power to set it down. Letting go is not an act of weakness, it's an act of courage. And in that courage lies the key to your freedom.